more can I say?
Top billing.
All right, top billing. You guys got to know what I go through here. A lot of this stuff I don't let through because I'm trying to attract the smart football fan here. So you can't always do that on YouTube, which is usually a cesspool full of dumbasses like this guy right here. Check this out. Frank DeLelle. In response to my Jalen Hurts thing or whatever, I put SMASHMOUTH on there, but he was like, LMFAO. That's my, you know what, off. SMASHMOUTH, you, sir, a moron. Now look, now come on now. You know I can't let that pass right there. You, sir, a moron. So you gonna call somebody a moron and not even spell check or anything. It might not even be spell check. It may be a Freudian slip because my man say AA. He has to be in Alcoholics Anonymous to not think that Oklahoma is not a SMASHMOUTH team. Learn football. You guys hear the term air raid and take it too far. Actually watch what these guys are doing. These guys are extremely SMASHMOUTH, and that's what makes them tough to deal with. The best offensive scheme in the country. So Oklahoma is about as tough as I want to say Mississippi, maybe Mississippi junior college team. So lame whack ass jokes aside, let's get to it. All right, y'all, as usual, this is not a highlight channel. It's a film study. Stuff will be paused and rewound ad nauseum. No full plays will be shown. I'm only caring about how the play is derived, not the results of the play. So anything you see on Top Billing Sports channel is free to look at on YouTube, and you can look at it in its entirety, but not here. All right, so let's get it. All right, so you guys know this play right here. It's your normal freeze draw. Normally in a freeze draw, you see something like this when you have kind of an odd front, right? Uncovered guards. I mean, technically be uncovered guards, but you have an uncovered center right here with the player right over. It would be Roquan Smith, your normal weak side player. So normally you will see this guy climb up right here, and you'll have your freeze draw, right? With the pump from Baker Mayfield right here. On this one, look how SMASHMOUTH these guys are. They invent new ways just to bludgeon people. Instead of coming out here, like I said before, you have the center who's going to kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage. Just straight SMASHMOUTH, like for real. Check it out. All right. Pump draw, you know, it's meant to look like it's going to be a passing play, so you want to shoot everybody upfield with influence blocks, right? But you don't want to be influenced into getting that ass smacked. Look at this. Influence block. Boom. Right? You see it right there. Straight influence block. That's SMASHMOUTH football. So what are these people talking about right here? You're gonna, on this particular study, I'm going to be concentrating on pulling guards and centers and just pulling linemen in general. You see, that's exactly what these guys do. Influence block. Boom. You don't want to play on nothing like that. That ain't nothing right there. Then you know what my man did. He was off to the races, right? All right, this particular concept they go to ad nauseum, but they have 4 or 5 different ways to run it out of multiple formations. So what you're going to have here is a tag counter, right? Tackling guard counter. You're not going to see much counter action from the running back here, Rodney Anderson. It's the speed of it that makes it counter. So he doesn't have to necessarily take counter steps, but you're going to have the fullback right here. He's going to get the first thing smoking on the second level. You're going to have, obviously, like I said before, both your tackle and your opposite pulling guard. Your opposite guard are going to be pulling, which I always love. There's nothing more SMASHMOUTH than that right there, getting these guys to pull out right there. But then you're going to have kind of a pin and pull action going on right here. So all these guys will crash down from center to the right tackle. Nothing but carnage, nothing but physicality. But they're not as, they're soft like a junior college team or whatever that dumbass said. Let's get it. Oh, jet action. So you got to make sure we talk about the jet action right there. So you got jet action widening, and you see the tackle and guard start to pull, but you see the carnage right here with the center crashing down towards the 3 technique. Everybody getting it. Nothing but carnage. Now look, you had a tackle, right? So it's 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end. So you had the tight end right here. And look at everybody pulling. Everybody pulling. There's nothing but what's soft about this? What's soft about this, huh? Nothing. One more again on that. So when people start to talk about stuff like this, they hear the term air raid. Compare this to like the old school stuff you saw at Texas Tech, or even the new school Texas Tech stuff that you saw with the previous coach there. Not the same. These guys are doing they shouldn't even call it the air raid no more. He's got his own flavor going right here, and it's extremely smash mouth. A lot of this stuff is built off of the quick passing game, but most of it's built off of the power run game. You want to know the mark of a great running team? It's the ability to adjust on the fly and the ability to game plan, right? A lot of these teams just do the same thing over and over. Not Oklahoma, they'll game plan. So they had this bad boy figured out perfectly, right? So Roquan Smith's the best linebacker in college football, but Roquan Smith had trouble getting off of blocks. So you know what they did? They played Roquan Smith like a fiddle, right? They used his aggressiveness and his inability to get off blocks to his disadvantage, right? So you have a strong side right here, right? You have a strong side. What they're going to do, they will line up regular, then they will motion Rodney Anderson to the strength of the defense, right? Or to the strength of the offense. They will motion him to the strength of the offense, so he will come over here somewhere, but they're going to run weak side to Roquan. So they're going to pull guards and make sure people get off on the second level, so he has to get off blocks, and it worked fantastically. All right, we see him motion Anderson there. All right, same thing right here. You see it. Anytime you see an uncovered guard like that and you're running to the strength, so the strength you're running to the weak side, so the strength is holding up back this way. But now Roquan has to deal with a bunch of bodies, right? Because he's on the weak side. So somebody's uncovered the center, climb to the top. Look at it. Force him to get off blocks, and you know that he's not going to want to stack and shed blocks because that's not his game. He's going to either skirt around him or he's going to get hung up on him. And in this case, I think he skirts around the block. Yep, tries to skirt around. Rodney Anderson was off to the races. All right, so you remember the tag counter concept we had? Now look at it. Now it's in a pistol, right? In the shot, aka the pistol. And you have the strength of the defense with the fullback now being right off the line of scrimmage. So just a little bit different, but the same kind of deal right here. Creed Humphrey and the boys running almost split flow, right? So everything over here is zone blocked, right? Zone blocked this way. Then you have your tackle and guard pulling this way. And you have my boy Trey Sermon. Shout outs to Trey, Georgia boy there. Not necessarily, like I said, running the counter because it's right behind in the pistol, but his hesitation and the rhythm of it makes it to where it's technically a counter. All right, you see Collar opens it up, uncovered lineman right here, so he kind of gets fooled on because they wanted him to be influenced anyway, but all the carnage is here. And if this is not smash mouth, come on, man. Look at how many people hit the ground. You already got the cross formation blocks going on right there. People hitting bodies, let the bodies hit the floor. Everybody carnage, but this isn't smash mouth. Come on, look at the wreckage. This is unbelievable, man. And then they're doing this with 220-pound backs, man. You got big Trey Sermon doing this thing extremely physical, and you got Kennedy Brooks, the best running back you probably never heard of. But these guys aren't smash mouth. Slap yourself. And what makes this concept kind of scary is they put a pass tag on the back of this run call. So same deal right here. You'll see tag, right? Carnage, wreckage, unblocked defender. Look at that. Baker pulls that bad boy, throws it out to jump man Lamb right there. And you know what it is right there, man. So RPO, pass tag on the back of the run call right there. How do you defend that? All right, who's clicking up and lining up in a full house backfield? What essentially is just your average inside zone, except you have man on the line of scrimmage action going on by the fullback, and you have a cross formation block by the tight end coming across right here as well. So come on, man. And you'll have the effect of Baker potentially going out the back door with this, so you know that there's a build on this. All right, and this one, Baker actually does come out the back door with it, but you can see right here, full back, tight end flexed out, or move back to an H back. People jumping, Drew Samir right here, climbing to the second level, getting on Roquan Smith. And look, you already ready for the smash mouth stuff, that between the tackles type Jones. And then look, Baker keeps it and gets out the back door. they even have a few ways to do a QB counter run. So you have this looking like it's going to be a swing pass to Rodney Anderson right here with him widening out. Baker will bluff that, but then you'll have the right guard and the tackle on a tag counter as well. So Baker will fake that bad boy and then hit the counter steps and get it in. Look at that right there, widening it, right? Looks like a swing pass. Fakes the swing pass, took his hand off the ball actually, and got right up for the counter. Really made Lorenzo Carter think about it. Look at that, pulling, and he has good vision, and you know the rest was history. All right, hashtag real men, watch to the end, hashtag real football heads. Get a right guard right here, kicking out the end man on the line of scrimmage. Our caller's calling out the cadence, right? From a quarterback position, Trey Sermon, the running back, is actually the one under center. So this is essentially like the play we just saw. Collar will pretend like it's a swing pass, like he's going to catch a swing pass. And then you'll have Trey Sermon driving that bad boy right up in here. And obviously you have ghost action as well. All right, so you have the fullback on the lead through as well. So you see what this does. Like, who thinks of something like this, man? Crazy. Only Lincoln Riley. Going right up in there. Carnage, right? You're going to make yourself, prove yourself. Always fullbacks and tight ends on the field. Boom. Look at the block. Trey Sermon lowers the shoulder. Touchdown. All right. So there you have it, man. I could go all day with this. I'm like a kid in a candy store anytime I'm looking at Oklahoma's offense. Not for the passing concepts, which are tremendous in their own right, but man, these run concepts for a run game guy like myself, it rarely gets better than Oklahoma, right? Georgia does some really great stuff with this pro style offense, and I absolutely love that stuff. Same thing with LSU, although they'll be trying to do it. Everybody's moving to Oklahoma now, so they'll be trying to do some of the stuff Oklahoma's doing. But man, who's doing it like Oklahoma? Big backs, pulling guards, counter runs with the QB, ISO type stuff from shotgun. They do it all, right? So somebody tell that dude to slap himself. He doesn't know what he's talking about, calling Oklahoma soft. It's anything but the sort, right? And they're doing this with big, crazy big linemen. And although they're replacing 4 linemen, you guys got to see the linemen that they will be replaced with. I'm talking about much higher ceiling type linemen, right? That were higher rated than the guys who left. So they're going to be there in their stead with probably a little bit more talent. We'll see. You have to do it on the field. So all will be well in Norman, Oklahoma, if we're talking about this particular offense. Now you add in Jalen Hurts as well with his ability to punish defenses. It's going to get real physical out there. So maybe Oklahoma should try a little bit more ball control instead of trying to air it out all the time, as far as making you prove yourself by matching their explosive scores. Ball control. You just never know what will happen right there. But Oklahoma will be fine. But once again, thank you for watching. It's your boy Murf. If you want some more of that Oklahoma content, make sure you support, subscribe, and make sure this bad boy gets around. All right? But as always, thank you, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top billing.